All right, let's talk about TikTok. It's one of the most powerful, maybe even controversial apps on the planet. But to really get a handle on its influence, we gotta go back to basics and ask a really simple question. What is this thing anyway?
You know the feeling, right? You tell yourself, okay, just 5 minutes on TikTok, and then, poof, an hour has vanished. Well, guess what? That's not you having zero self-control. It's not an accident at all. It's totally by design. And we're about to pull back the curtain and see how that magic trick, or maybe that madness, actually works.
So, first things first, let's get a really clear foundation here. What are we even talking about when we say TikTok?
Okay, so at its core, this is the textbook definition. It's a platform for short videos. But honestly, the really revolutionary part, the thing you have to pay attention to, is that last bit, a highly intelligent recommendation system. See, this is what makes TikTok completely different. It's not about showing you stuff from your friends or the people you follow. Nope. It shows you content it thinks you'll like, even if you've never heard of the person who made it. That right there, that's the whole game changer.
And that incredible recommendation system, it has a name, the For You algorithm. You can think of it like this. If TikTok is a restaurant, this algorithm is the secret sauce. It's the magic ingredient that makes everything taste so good you just can't stop eating. It's what decides every single thing you see.
So the second you open the app, you land on the For You page, or what everyone calls the FYP. And this is key. Unlike other apps that are all about your friends and family, the FYP is basically an endless personalized TV channel that's programmed just for you. Seriously, it's a stream of stuff curated for your brain, a lot of times from creators you've never even seen before.
So how in the world does it know what you want to watch? It's actually pretty simple. It's always watching you. I mean, every single thing you do is a signal. A like, a share, a comment, who you follow. But you know what the most powerful signal is? Time. How long you watch a video. If you watch something all the way to the end, or even better, if you watch it twice, you're basically screaming at the algorithm, yes, give me more of this.
And this whole thing creates this incredibly powerful loop, right? You watch a video, you interact with it, the algorithm takes notes, and boom, your feed gets a little bit smarter, a little more tailored to you. You're basically training your own personal AI, whether you realize it or not, to be the perfect TV programmer. And it gets better at its job with every single swipe of your thumb.
But here's the other half of the story. TikTok isn't just about watching stuff. It's a ton about making stuff. The platform makes it so easy for anyone to create. It basically turns the phone in your pocket into a full-blown production studio. And the tools they give you are surprisingly powerful. You've got this huge library of all the trending music and sounds, super simple ways to trim your clips, and a gazillion filters and effects. It's honestly why a video that might have taken a professional hours to make a few years ago can now be shot, edited, and posted in like 10 minutes, all from your phone. I mean, just think about this example. A travel vlogger is on a beach. They use a little slow-mo, slap on a warm filter, and add some text. That's it. A few simple taps, and they've created something that feels really professional and hits you emotionally. These tools put some pretty sophisticated storytelling tricks in the hands of, well, literally anyone.
And what's really cool is that creativity on TikTok is often a team sport. You have features like Duets, where you can put your video side by side with someone else's and react to it, and then there's Stitch, which lets you grab a few seconds from another video to use as a setup for your own. These aren't just gimmicks, they're the actual engine that drives conversations and creates massive viral trends.
Okay, so you've got these easy-to-use tools and this super smart algorithm. What kind of stuff actually does well? Now, if you're thinking it's all just teenagers doing dances, you're not totally wrong, but you're also not totally right. The reality is way bigger than that.
Look, entertainment is for sure a huge slice of the pie, but it is nowhere near the whole story. There are massive communities built around everything from education and science to small business, home renovation, and tech. People joke that there's a side of TikTok for everything, like clean talk or book talk, and it's true. Whatever you're into, there's a corner of TikTok for you. Let's take education, for example. You'll find people who can explain something insanely complicated, like how cloud computing works, and they do it with simple animations in just 60 seconds. And you actually get it. It's this wild, surprisingly effective way to learn little bits of information.
And this has a very real impact on people's lives. We're not just talking about getting a bunch of views. We're talking about livelihoods. I mean, check out this example of a small clothing brand in Nigeria. All they did was post these cool behind-the-scenes videos of their work, and they built a global audience. They got thousands of new customers. That's something that would have been basically impossible just a few years ago. But of course, with any platform this big and this powerful, it's not all sunshine and roses. It's definitely a double-edged sword, and it's really important we look at both sides of that blade.
On the one hand, the good stuff is obvious. The chance to go viral is unlike anything else out there. The tools are super easy, and people are really engaged. But here's the twist. A lot of its biggest strengths are also its biggest weaknesses. That amazing algorithm that keeps you hooked, yeah, it can also be super addictive. That fast-paced content, it can kind of wreck our attention spans. And trying to moderate billions of videos from all over the world, well, that's a massive, massive challenge. So when you boil it all down, here's the big takeaway. TikTok's real power is that it has completely democratized fame. It's not just about the dancing or the memes, it's about its incredible ability to take literally anyone with a phone and turn them into a creator, and to take any random video and make it a global sensation, practically overnight.
And that leaves us with a pretty huge and maybe kind of unsettling question to think about. If an algorithm can make anyone famous for basically anything, who's in charge of our culture anymore? Who or what decides what's important? Definitely something to chew on the next time you find yourself deep in a scroll set.